9-year-old Milo Parker had never dialed 911 in his life. He never imagined he'd have to, but that night, standing alone in his small wooden bedroom while the wind rattled the windows and the shadows pressed close, Milo felt something he couldn't understand, something alive, something powerful, kicking from inside his belly. At first, he thought it was muscle twitching, then maybe something he ate, then maybe his imagination, until it wasn't. Please support my canale, subscribe, like, share, comment where from you watching video we bringing such good videos. Thank you. 9-year-old Milo Parker lived in the quiet countryside of Redwood Pines, a place where nights were black, stars were bright, and the woods whispered secrets no one paid attention to. His mother, Jenna Parker, worked double shifts at the diner, leaving him home alone more often than she liked, but Milo was a brave kid, smart, imaginative, and used to taking care of himself. But for the last 3 days, something had been wrong, very wrong. It started with a strange scratching under his skin, tiny, crawling, shifting sensations, like bubbles popping just beneath the surface. Then came the hunger. A strange, gnawing, hollow hunger that no amount of food could fill. Then the kicks, sharp, sudden, terrifying. Milo tried to ignore it until the night it nearly knocked him off his feet. Alone in his room, he clutched his stomach and whispered, "What's happening to me?" Something inside him pushed back. 2 days earlier, Milo had found a small injured creature in the woods. It wasn't a dog or a cat. It had silver fur, golden eyes, and a strange humming sound in its chest. It looked scared, and Milo, being Milo, had picked it up and taken it home. He kept it warm, cleaned its wounds, whispered to it until it fell asleep beside his bed. He didn't know that the creature was bonding with the first being that showed it kindness. He didn't know it wasn't a baby. He didn't know it wasn't harmless. By morning, it had disappeared. Milo assumed it had wandered off. He was wrong. When the kicking grew violent enough to make him collapse, Milo grabbed the phone in terror. 911, what's your emergency? His voice trembled. Something is moving inside me. Are you injured? No, it's alive. There was a long pause. The dispatcher sat straighter. Where is your mother, sweetheart? She's at work. Please. I'm scared. Help is on the way. Stay calm. Ranger, the K-9, was the first to sense something was off. He jumped from the patrol SUV the moment it stopped, hackles raised, nose twitching rapidly. Officer Riley Grant followed him, flashlight drawn. Mounted Officer Daniel Brooks rode up seconds later, his horse Nightwind snorting uneasily. Where's the boy? Brooks asked. Riley pointed to the open front door. Inside, Milo sat on the floor, shaking, clutching his stomach. Milo? We're here to help, Riley said gently. He lifted his shirt. The officers froze. A dark purple lump pulsed under his skin, like something shifting, trying to push upward. Brooks whispered, "What in God's name?" Ranger growled, deep, warning, primal. What else is in this house? Riley asked. Milo's eyes widened. I think it came back. A scraping echo came from the kitchen. Riley raised her flashlight. Ranger lowered his body, ready to attack. Brooks stepped forward with one hand on his holster. Something moved behind the counter, fast, low, and breathing. Riley whispered, "Milo, stay behind me." Then, from the shadows, 2 glowing golden eyes stared back. The creature Milo rescued had returned, but it had grown, double, maybe triple the size. Its silver fur bristled, its mouth opened slightly, releasing a vibrating hum. Milo cried out, "No, don't hurt it." The creature stepped forward, and that's when they saw it. A thin organic cord, like a vine, extended from the creature's belly, straight to the bruise on Milo's stomach, attached, feeding, transferring. Riley inhaled sharply. It's connected to him. No, Milo whispered, I'm connected to it. Brooks drew his firearm. Riley grabbed his wrist. No. It's not attacking. The creature trembled violently, shrinking back, terrified of the light and the voices. Ranger barked sharply, but not with aggression, with warning. Riley crouched slowly. "What do you want?" she whispered to the creature. The creature whimpered and pulled the tendril taut, trying to drag Milo closer. Milo gasped in pain. "I think it's trying to get strong," Milo whispered. "It was hurt so bad. Maybe it used me to heal." Brooks's eyes widened. It was dying. The kid saved it. And now, it thinks Milo is its host, Riley finished. The creature jerked backward, violently. Milo screamed as the tendril pulled hard under his skin. Riley reacted instantly. "Ranger, go." The K-9 lunged, cutting off the creature's escape path. Brooks circled wide with his lasso. Mounted units were trained for live captures. The creature shrieked, high and painful, but didn't attack. It was afraid, and losing its bond, the tendril snapped. A burst of pain hit Milo and he collapsed into Riley's arms. The creature stumbled, weakened without its connection. Brooks threw the lasso. Ranger pinned it gently, careful not to harm it. The creature whimpered, then went still. Paramedics arrived and rushed Milo to the hospital. Doctors examined the strange puncture-like mark on his stomach. They ran tests, scans, blood work. The results were baffling. There was no parasite. No infection. No organism inside him. The creature had been using Milo's body heat and energy to survive its injuries, like a temporary life support bond. Milo wasn't sick. He wasn't dying. He had been helping the creature stay alive, without even knowing it. A wildlife biologist was brought in. One look at the creature, and her face turned pale. "I've seen drawings of these," she said. "Art from the Arctic tribes. They called this a lyran, a rare species believed to be extinct." Riley asked, "Is it dangerous?" "Only when threatened. It bonds with whatever touches it during trauma." It mistook the boy for its own. "So it wasn't trying to hurt him?" Riley asked. "No. It was trying not to die." When Milo woke up, the first thing he asked was, "Is it okay?" The biologist smiled softly. "Yes. We're taking it to a sanctuary where it can live safely." Milo nodded, tears in his eyes. "It followed me because I helped it." Riley placed a hand on his shoulder. "It survived because of you." 3 weeks later, Milo was back to normal. No more kicking. No more hunger. No more fear. Then, one night, Ranger began barking at the woods, loud, urgent, terrified. Milo stepped outside, heart pounding. There, standing at the edge of the trees, was the creature, bigger now, stronger, healthy. It looked at Milo. Its golden eyes glowed softly, not with hunger, not with fear, with recognition and gratitude. Then it turned and vanished into the woods forever.